Lagos. So you have a multi-ethnic, multicultural space in Lagos. But then a lot of people seem to think that regardless of that, we still seem to be divided based on ethnic lines, on ethnic leanings from what just happened in the 2023 election. And some have also raised concerns that even members, of your party, the Labour Party, were accused and perhaps seem to be responsible from some of the, backlash because of some of the utterances and the way people and mannerism they conducted themselves both on and offline. I don't know if you would like to speak to that, because again, it's for us to put things in perspective and maybe get some clarifications from you.
Okay. First of all, I have to give it to the APC. Their propaganda machine is like nothing this country has ever seen. And I think because they were in opposition for such a long time, they perfected this act of propaganda. So you find that this notion of no man's land, especially online, you find that accounts that were pushing this narrative out were accounts that were created by them, right? And they create that to create a level of tension, right? And ethnic division that then creates a situation where you can divide and rule people. Because if the entire conversation was issue-driven, was issue-based, was based on their level of performance, based on their antecedents, then we should be allowed to freely vote for, who we believe is going to take Lagos to where we need it to be. So that's one. Two, Lagos State in itself has no issues with tribalism. What we have are a group of people that are desperate for power, that 12 primordial fears, and heat it up and heat it up and heat it up. I remember when Jimmy Agbajo was contesting in 2015, they pushed out this idea that Jimmy Agbajo was going to elevate all the Ezes in Lagos and make them first-class kings. And educated people believe this. Educated people believe this. You have people like Funshaw Williams at the point, they were saying that he's going to allow for an Igbo takeover of Lagos because his wife was Igbo. But the reality is we've had 2 military administrators that were Igbo. They did not buy all the land and sell all the land to themselves or take over Lagos. So this fear, we need to now start to confront it with reality and look at the history, look at the precedents, look at the antecedents. Right? The biggest land grabbers in Lagos State, if that's what people are worried about, is the APC cabal. Go and ask the indigenes of Ikorodu, Ojo, Alimosho, Badagry, Ajomi Feludun, Ekpe. Go and ask the indigenes of those places. Right? So what are we really afraid of? And these are people that you really in harmony with. For every 4 years, you then create this problem. But the 3 years prior to the election, you're happy to collect the money that they generate in terms of tax revenue. You're happy to use buildings that they developed after you sold the land to them at exorbitant prices. You have no issues with them then. So Lagos State, the spirit of Lagos needs to be restored. And it cannot be restored from this consciousness that created it. It must be restored from a higher consciousness that prioritizes commerce, that prioritizes people's safety, that prioritizes people feeling welcome. I mean, look at Dubai. Dubai is what it is today because how many Emiratis are there in Dubai? We have people that come in and they work freely, they work in safety, and if there happen to be elections, they'll be allowed to vote, or maybe not. But the idea is that it's a welcoming, it creates a welcoming environment, right? Now, in Lagos State, based on the government that we run, right, people are allowed to vote. These are part of the regs that allow for people to feel that this place is viable, this place is stable, I can invest here, my business will work here, and my business will be enabled here. Now, you find a situation where after this election, I'm sure you can understand that several businesses will be thinking, this is not really a stable place to locate my business. This is not a stable place to have a long-term investment in, because at any point in time, this government can declare war on its people. And you see, danger of this is when a precedent has been set like this, in 4 years' time, people are not just going to forget what happened. People are going to plan based on what happened before. And that does not create a stable environment for any business or any individual to see Lagos in that light. So this needs to change. And our prayer is that by God's grace, judiciary will do will play a major part in solving this problem, because what happened cannot stand. You cannot carry out so much violence against your own people, and feel that you've gotten a mandate.
Well, okay.